option. For me, MUANI is being offered to us. Now we've seen the news from the outlets in the French outlet in France and sometimes in England that MUANI has been offered to us. Now I understand he has not been a success. Happy New Year, and welcome to 2025. I hope this new year brings us a lot of goodness, a lot of good tidings, and let's see what's in store for this year. So, welcome to the Arsenal Present, where we discuss a lot of Arsenal predominantly, but we'll still discuss other teams and other sometimes get a bit controversial. So please do me that favor. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel and make sure you turn on the notification bell. One more time, like the video, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. Yes, the transfer window has officially open. This is the 1st of January 2025. We know there will be a lot of speculations regarding the fact that Arsenal needs to bring in an attacking option, and the club sources have confirmed that the team's hierarchy, the manager, all in unison about we need to bring in at least an attacking option since Bukayo Saka is sidelined for at least 2 to 3 months. So we need to bring in a player to compensate for his availability, his goals. As I say, who would that player be? There are a lot of players being mentioned. There's MUANI, there's NICO Williams, there's KUDUS, MARMOUSH. There are a lot of players. We know it's impossible for the club to buy all these players. But at least, if you ask me, I think we need 2 attacking options, but at least we need an attacking option in this team. We know defensively, even though injuries we are coping, but offensively, the likes of Martinelli, the likes of Jesus have not been the best this season, even though Jesus has captured his form of some sort in the last few games. But we cannot rely solely on that if we are to challenge Liverpool aggressively and meaningfully to wrestle back the lead at the summit of Premier League. We need to bring an attacking option. In terms of numbers and quality, excuse me, we need to bring attacking options. It's very imperative. We cannot be joking about it. Now, you can see on the screen, there's KUDUS there, there's MARMOUSH there, there's MUANI there, there's NICO Williams there. Which of these options are viable and affordable and are realistic? The reason I'm not putting Ishak there is because let's stop being silly. I made a video yesterday. We cannot get Ishak. That would be my ideal option. But I'm sorry, Newcastle will not do business. They don't have to do business. They don't need to do business. So it's a pipe dream to keep on dreaming about Ishak. And some of you will say, oh, let's go and get Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon. He will not leave mid-season, even though it's not be my ideal option. But understand, I am not the owner of the club. I am not the manager. I'm just a fan with an opinion. I understand some of you like him. It's not my cup of tea, but doesn't mean it might not work. Might not work. But do you think this club is keen on Gyökeres? According to certain reports, the club are not keen on him. They are not convinced he can hack it in Premier League or can hack it in the Arsenal system. So options are a bit limited, even though we have all kinds of speculations every day regarding Arsenal bringing an attacking option. For me, MUANI is being offered to us. Now we've seen the news from the outlets in the French outlet in France and sometimes in England that MUANI has been offered to us. Now I understand he has not been a success at PSG. That doesn't mean he's not a good player. There are players that are good setting clubs and they cannot hack it there. That does not diminish their fundamental skills. I've worked MUANI. I think he's a good striker. Unfortunately, just like Ramos in PSG, PSG sometimes is not the best place for players to actually flourish in terms of their ability, in terms of cohesion, in terms of playing as a team. Sometimes some players go to setting club, not only PSG. I'm just using PSG as an example. You can go to a setting club and you might not just flourish there. It doesn't automatically mean you're a bad player and go elsewhere and flourish, i.e. Thierry Henry, Beckham. There are a long list of players who go to certain clubs, don't flourish, go to another club, and they turn out to be superstars. So I still believe in MUANI. He can play across the front three, on the left, on the right. As a center striker, he's quick, he's nimble, he can dribble, he's aggressive, he will fit into our style, regardless of the fact that he flopped in quote in PSG, and PSG are willing to sell him. That makes it easier to negotiate. The fact that PSG are willing to sell him, it should be an easy to do, but I don't know why Arteta and the rest of the close hierarchy might not be convinced. I understand why. I am not the manager. If the manager is not convinced, I understand why. But for me, I think that's a good deal. You can take him on loan with an option to buy. But if PSG insists on an obligation, there's a way you can negotiate a deal and can get something well. Because we do not have a long list of options like the media is making him to seem. like a lot of content creators are making the same. We do not have a long list of options that are affordable. What do I mean by affordable? Just because Arsenal has the money, it doesn't mean we should go and waste it or throw it about. It doesn't make sense. It's like saying because a candy you should get for $10 or £10, and someone tells you they are going to sell it to you for £100, just go and can afford it. Do you think it's wise to spend £100 on a candy that is worth £10? No. Just because you afford it doesn't mean you should do it. That's stupidity. There are rules that are guiding all Premier League clubs spend. Even though the media is telling us, oh, there are no restrictions buying Arsenal, that is wide off the mark. There are restrictions. You can't just go out into the market and spend the way you want. So let's be realistic and be optimistic and be reasonable. So MARMOUSH is an option from the German Bundesliga. I like the way he plays the game. I like the way he sees the game. Can play across the front three, very quick, very nimble. Can dribble out of tight spaces. He will suit the Arsenal way. And that option, MARMOUSH, for me, and MUANI are viable options. Those of you who want KUDUS, I understand why. Premier League proven, plays for West Ham, good player. I'm not really convinced he will stay fit at Arsenal, because the intensity and the way West Ham plays is not the same way Arsenal plays the game at Arsenal, right? Some players can look great in certain clubs, even though within the league, doesn't mean they will flourish in another club. Torres was banging in the goals at Liverpool, went to Chelsea. We all know how the story ended. So I'm not saying KUDUS will not be a good option, apart from the fact that I'm not convinced he can stay healthy at Arsenal. I'm not convinced that West Ham are willing to sell for a reasonable price. We know how we dealt with West Ham when concerning Declan Rice. They know we need a player. They are going to actually rip off. So I don't think that is a viable option. Some of you want Mbeumo from Brentford. Good player, but I don't think that's not quality. Not everybody that has a left foot, that's not quality. I understand we need to bring an attacking option, but it doesn't mean you should bring in any kind of attacking option. Because you want to bring an attacking option, sorry for that doesn't work, and you need to shape him. It makes it difficult, and we begin to have too many underwhelming players in our squad. We cannot afford that. We have to be sensible in the transfer window, regardless of the fact that we might be desperate to bring an attacking option. It has to be the right quality, regardless. That's very important. Not just everybody comes to us now because we need an attacking option. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Which player do you think Arsenal will be able to get in this window? Is a must have getting a player. Like I said, even though in the limited numbers in terms of quality we have in the market, there is still a bit of quality we can get and that are, in my opinion, affordable. MUANI number one, MARMOUSH number two. When it comes to Nico Williams, we know he's not keen on coming to England, let alone keen on coming to Arsenal. The story keeps on popping up. I don't trust it. There are rumors yesterday that Arsenal is looking at him. I don't really. Maybe Arsenal might still looking at him, but why, if the player doesn't want to come, you cannot force it. In my personal opinion, you cannot force a player who is not interested at your club to come. So for me, let's just bury that aspiration of Nico Williams. He's not keen on us, so why should we keep on knocking on his door? So guys, let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions rather, why am I struggling my words? It's a happy new year. Regarding the fact that any attacking option that can be a good option for Arsenal, let me know in the comment section. And which one will you pick? Me, I hope we get both of MUANI and MARMOUSH. And if you cannot get one, just get at least one, or get me a MARMOUSH or a MUANI in my pencil, because they are affordable and they're gettable in comparison to a KUDUS, to a Nico Williams, to a Shaq. Those other players seem almost impossible at this point. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Like the video on your way out. Subscribe if you're new here. And make sure you turn on your notification bell one more time. Like the video, very, very important. Subscribe if you're new here. And make sure you turn on your notification bell. I will see you guys on the next one. Keep supporting us now. Bye.